Welcome to the desert of the real.
When you give a person a recipe for a really good batch of cookies, and if you follow the recipe, you going to have good cookies every time.
Thank
but
you.
If you try to put in your own stuff in the cookie recipe, you may come out with some messed up cookies. But you know the recipe that you got, by example, was a good recipe because you like the cookies, I like the cookies, everybody likes the cookies. But here comes Joe Blow. Well, I think I want to make the cookies better. So I'm going to put some pecans in them cookies. Now, pecans might be good in those cookies. But there is no guarantee that the pecans going to be good in the cookies with the other ingredients that was used in the original recipe. You see what I'm saying?
But the thing about it is, I don't necessarily have a problem with people going off the script and trying to do it if their mindset is to improve the model. That's not the problem. The problem is we don't have the model.
Right.
There's no model for anybody to improve on. And what you were saying about it's not going to solve the problem of the entire generation, but that's not what the goal is. The goal is to start the spark, to show the model, to show how it can be done. Because when you show something and it proves to be successful, people want to emulate and copy that.
Right.
Why do you think people want to be like Jay-Z? Because they think that Jay-Z is popular, that he's successful. You know what I'm saying? That's why the youth want to be like it. So if you show a model that's successful, people want to emulate and copy that model. We have to create the model of success. Now, if you want to go and build upon that and improve, that can only benefit us, somebody thinking that they can improve on it.
Right.
Some people might improve. Some people might, I don't think they'll make it worse because if something is successful and you come and make it worse, that ain't going to work.
Right.
You got to make it successful in your own way and take it to the next level.
Right.
So I believe that that's the key. It's like we have to create that model or that working model that we can build and expand on, because right now we're not even talking about that.
Okay, so what you're saying is, I'm gonna go back to the cookie recipe.
Mm-hmm.
So what you're saying is, okay, I can create a cookie recipe, and I can make those cookies, and those are perfect cookies. I mean, they're perfectly round. Everything about the cookies is fine. So instead of you following that cookie recipe, you may have an audience for another type of cookie.
Mm-hmm.
So you determine that my audience, even though your cookies are good, my audience would like a little something else added to their cookies. But the final analysis at the end of the day, is that the cookies are good.
Yeah, the basic ingredients of how you make that cookies are in place. It's like if you need milk and eggs and sugar, you're not going to come up with liquor and alcohol and Robitussin.
Right.
You're going to use the basic ingredients. You might add some stuff or whatever, but the basic ingredients of what makes up that cookies are in place. And no model is perfect. There's no such thing as a perfect model. Every model is constantly being improved upon.
Okay, I agree with that. Now, would you say that we have had base models, and because I know a couple, for the most part, that have already been laid out for us that we could build on, and that's what this is all about. It's about building on it and making it better. So we haven't even employed and I'm going to talk about Dr. Amos Wilson and Dr. Claude Anderson for examples of laying out a plan that, in my opinion, if followed and built upon, would be able to be something positive. Because, they wrote that stuff back in the 80s and the 90s. We're in the 2000s now, so of course we got to improve because times have changed. Tactics has changed. strategies has changed from the enemy itself. So, but the basic things that they discuss in their plans are, to me, the basis that we can build upon. They're already there, Marcus Garvey. They're already there.
You're 100,000% correct. Now, what I consider those, what Amos Wilson did, what Claude Anderson did, what all of these people did, with the exception of Garvey, because his system was actually working. It was you know what I'm saying? It was in progress. They presented bills to our people, to our community, and said, "This is my bill for what we need to do." And what we did, or what we're doing, we're filibustering the bill. We have yet to implement any of those plans into a national law. Right. We have not passed it into law and said, you know what, I like this bill, let's do it.
Right.
We haven't done that yet. So my question is, when is that going to be done? Why are we still filibustering over a plan that seems like what you said, their working model seems to be very effective?
I'm just a bill, yes, I'm only a bill, and I got as far as Capitol Hill. Well, now I'm stuck in committee, and I'll sit here and wait while a few key congressmen discuss and debate whether they should let me be alone. I hope and pray that they will, but today I am still just a bill.
Listen to those congressmen arguing. Is all that discussion and debate about you?
Yeah, I'm one of the lucky ones. Most bills never even get this far. I hope they decide to report on me favorably, otherwise I may die.